Check, 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 check. All right, you can hear me now, right? Hey, Margaret. Hey, Anita. Hey, Donald. So everybody can hear me now, right? Good job, Anita, staying on top of it. Thank you very much. Well, that's no big deal. I can say everything I just said a minute ago. Again, no problem at all. I was 8 people in the room. Hey, 8 people. Excuse me, and the frog in my throat. I've had a really rough couple of days, as the headline would tell you. I'm going to talk about that in just a couple of minutes as the room fills up. First, I was going to send somebody a text message and find out what they found out about us possibly going on the road and recording digging videos, which should make everybody that watches this very happy, whether it's today or tomorrow, or if anybody watches it because they don't like watching, just grinding and me talking, because I get those complaints. Let me see. I meant to send this earlier, but I forgot. So what did you find out about the DMV ? All right, so that message should come back for me soon. That is a fellow YouTuber that likes rocks and gems and minerals, and might be able to go on some digging trips with me, and maybe with some of you guys, possibly, very potentially. That is a serious possibility. Mark Rich put in he wants to dig, and it says held for review. I couldn't find my fob for my mouse. Oh, there's the fob for the mouse. Now I just need to find the mouse. Now that I found this fob, when I find the mouse, I'll be able to click stuff over here, and I won't have to get up and move away from the camera, which I think it's right over here somewhere. So yeah, that would be part of it. It would really be sort of emergency and fast, and us getting out of town really quick, which would mean a couple things. One, we would plan on taking the bus. 2, we would probably need some help from our viewers. And 3, we would like to start off, at Tucson, if at all possible, which would mean that we'd have to hurry. Because if you don't know, Tucson is going on. It's just going on late, and it's some of the smaller shows, and it's not the main show. But some of the vendors that are going to be there are people that I know. And my buddy wants to be out there and record. I would like to be out there and record, and I would like to record a bunch of other videos. And we could really help each other out. We could help each other's channels grow. We could put out content every day. Although putting out content on the road every day means that you have to sacrifice something. Either you're paying for hotels, or if you can't afford hotels and you're trying to jack some Wi-Fi and just get a 10-minute, a 5-minute, a 3-minute video of something that you can upload. But the consistency can be bigger. Donald says it's better. Yay. Mark Rich just watch Richardson's Ranch. Yeah, that one apparently got me into trouble. Hey, Scott Lambright, how you doing, man? So we got 15 of you in the room and 3 thumbs up, and I'll just go ahead and give you the skinny now, since we're already 5 minutes in on what has happened to me recently. So that video where I did the 25 cent, what you can get for 25 cents, that place is the place that I've been getting all of my stock that I've been selling online. I've been spending, anywhere from $500 to $1,000 weekly there on stuff to sell. That's why my eBay store has so much stuff in it. I have stuff on Amazon, and it was sort of it's a pipeline. It's a quantity thing. The more you move, the more profit you can get in, type of thing. And I had somebody, tell a lie about me that the management believed a week ago. And then I had somebody tell a lie about me that the management believed this week. And both of them came down to where I was waiting to go in. They didn't even talk to me or come and ask me to leave. They said, "Hey man, come over here. We want to talk to you real quick." And I walked around the corner, and there standing around the corner was a police officer. And just out of the blue, from 1 week me spending $500-600 to the next week, they trespassed me without any warning, without telling me to get out. And then after, when my wife goes and talks to the manager, he's not a very good manager. He's very young. He has no management skills whatsoever. He starts telling her that he doesn't need a reason to trespass me, and that I've been warned a whole bunch, and that I'm basically a rotten person that's caused all kinds of problems there. And that's just not true. In all honesty, the times I've had problems there, I've been the victim over and over again. And even though I've been the victim because I'm the regular, which is the opposite of how it should be, because I'm the regular and I'm there all the time, they treat me as if I'm the bad guy. So somebody takes stuff out of my cart while my back is turned. Another customer tells them that that's my cart and that I'm coming back, like I'm right there. And the management still sides with the person taking stuff out of my cart, and I'm the bad guy. Somebody tries to pick a fight with me. They're trying to fight on 25-cent day. I'm talking to management. I'm like, look, dude, I'm not dealing with this guy. I don't understand who wants to fight over quarter items. This is insane. And now I'm the guy that's trying to start the fight. It doesn't matter what I did there, that if I had interaction with people, I was going to be the bad guy. And there was something going on $5 day where the lady at the check stand said, I'm not going to deal with you anymore, and went and walked off. And I didn't even understand why she was upset. She went and talked to the lady who was the assistant manager there and told her that I was cussing her out. And that wasn't true. Like, it wasn't accurate. I might have said fuck, but I was never like cussing her out. I not at any point. I wasn't even upset at her at all. And when this chick Liddy came back and was like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I don't even understand what's going on at all. I don't get it. And then when I'm leaving, she tells me, well, don't worry about it. I'll talk to her. I'm like, I wouldn't even worry about it, man. It doesn't seem like any big deal. So I let it cool off for like 5 days, 4 days. I come back on the next $7 day and I go to purchase stuff. And as I'm going in the door after I waited outside all like fucking for 12 hours, then they grab me in front of the line and pull me to the side and then have me trespass in front of a whole bunch of people in the line. Now, the reason they had me trespass supposedly is because the lady at the front of the line went and told them that I'd been rolling joints and smoking joints in front of the store all night last night or the night before. And that wasn't true. Like, it wasn't true at all. Not only was it not true, but when other customers heard about this, they were telling the manager that it wasn't true. But management didn't care, had me trespassed, told my wife he didn't need a reason to have me trespassed. So those two things combined seem to be like the nail in the coffin. Yet I don't even understand how nobody actually like talked to me. It was like a sneak attack to trespass me. So honestly, I think it was a sneak attack to trespass me in hopes I had a warrant, because the cop was immediately like, give me your ID. You're being trespassed. You have to give me your ID. You know, if you don't got any warrants, you're fine. You're not going to go to jail today. And it's just craziness. It is absolutely craziness. They took the cop printed a picture out on his computer in the car and then handed them a mugshot of me so they could put a mugshot up in their office as if I stole something from them, which I didn't. I've never done it. The whole thing is insane and it's upsetting. And it was my only source of income. There's no way on a bicycle I could acquire the amount of stuff that I was acquiring in order to pay my bills and keep acquiring stuff, the prices I was getting and stuff like that. It's just absolutely insane. It ruined my life right now. Like, my life is absolutely in shambles. And the lady that told that lie has a $400,000 house and just bought a $30,000 car and is rolling around in a brand new car. And she literally decimated my life. And now I'm like stuck because there's no way I'm going to be able to pay the bills for very long. Like, I might make it till the end of this month. After that, if I crawl towards past the next month, it would be surprising to me. If I go out and start looking for jobs, even if I get a job, the best place I could get work at would be at Waffle House. I was already working at. We're talking $12.65 an hour. I was barely paying the bills at this place, doing $12.65 an hour, me eating most of my food at a Waffle House. I was barely paying the bills here, doing 55 to 60 hours a week. And Waffle House doesn't want to do that. They don't want to give you that many hours. They want you to get 30 hours a week. You know, they don't want to get you anywhere near overtime if they can help it, unless you're management and then your salary. So, I mean, there's that whole thing. So also riding a bike all over in this area of Florida is fine for the time of period I'm doing it right now. But here in the summer, that's not doable, man. Like, you can't. I did that when I first moved to Florida, and trust me on this one, you don't want to do that. It creates all kinds of health problems. So now I'm panicking. and I don't know what to do. And I started dropping all kinds of prices in my eBay store, and I still have lots of clothes I haven't sold yet. But I mean, I'm going to keep pushing the sales thing, and I've started thinking about trying to cook some stuff under the cottage law in Florida, try and make some money at the flea markets and maybe on the side of the road. But besides that, the other idea is pack everything up, put it in a bus, and liquidate whatever I can, and go around the country and create digging videos and sell gems and minerals at places that I go to. And that's the other idea. Maybe me and another YouTuber get together and do what we can in the bus. That's the other plan. I mean, it's that or get a regular, 9 to 5 that is because of my record and because of not holding down regular 9 to 5s in any capacity outside of more than very low level management or cooking. I feel pretty screwed here. All right, so that's the story. Most of you have been here for the story. I'll read some of your comments, and then I'm going to turn the machine on and start grinding. Although I need something to roll up and put in the passages of it. One of these pieces of paper might work. See if he texted me back. No, I didn't get a text back. And I mean, I'm not even sure if that idea is going to fly because I don't have a driver's license. And for me to get a driver's license is going to cost a fair bit of money and some time I don't have at the moment. So I need a buddy, and I might have found a buddy, but he has to work some stuff out his first, but his is easier than mine. So, yep, that's it. Howdy, Archangel for Truth. You missed the whole story that just explained that, Archangel for Truth. If you can rewind, feel free to go ahead and rewind, and you'll get your answer in the previous, possibly soon, hopefully soon, maybe soon. I mean, the reality is what I'd like to do is I'd like to open a bin store and be that place's competition. that's what I'd like to do. It's a great idea, and that place is scamming people. It really is. It's they're cherry picking their items. I've gotten items that have been sold on eBay through them and then returned to them as defective, and then they resold it through their store to me. I found that out because of the way that the shipping labels were, and because there was a note on it from the person that received it from them through eBay. Donald Watts says, Modern Prosper says, I missed the whole first part of this. I'll have to watch the beginning again. Donald Watts says, so what? So they lose your businesses? Donald, it's not gems. It's a bin business. It's a liquidation center. So I would buy any myriad of stuff from clothes to textiles to houseware items to car parts, and everything would be one price. So on Friday it'd be $7, and on Saturday it'd be $3, and on Sunday it'd be $2, all the way down to a quarter, and they'd be closed one day and they started all over again. So on some $7 days, you would be able to find sometimes $1,500 worth of resellable product, and you'd only spend $150 to $200, and there'd be very healthy profit margins in it until they started cherry picking everything. So that's what it was. It wasn't gems and minerals at all. I'm not sure if I could make a living off of gems and minerals right now without the proper investment into it. Like now, maybe if I'm out digging a lot. I think with my viewership, if we were out digging, and with my buddy's viewership, if he was out digging, and with selling the stuff we're finding and immediately putting it up for sale and trying to move it, I think we might be able to make it happen from one place to another until the channel is paying for itself. The reality is, if me and another person could help film each other and could create some of our ideas and make them a reality and pump out videos every day, or at least multiple ones a week that are good and viewable, then that would definitely help everything. I mean, content is king, right? And I think that's all the comments. So I'm going to turn the machine on. Hey, Debbie, just Debbie, how are you doing? If you missed the first 15 minutes of this, just rewind it if you can, or catch it afterwards. It tells you exactly what happened to me recently at the liquidation center I was shopping at. And why everything in my life might be changing really soon. Yeah. Shoveling snow. Yeah, I heard about the blizzard going on around the country. Oh, I forgot to plug this in. Well, that's not going to work. I got to plug it into a different spot. Where I'm trying to plug it in is not going to work. Well, I wouldn't be against filming an episode of that, but being that I don't really do that, doing it every day might be a little bit difficult. And then once again, every little specialty has its own tools. Ugh. Lucky you, Margaret. You need some luck. Uh-oh, tell me it's not leaking somewhere else. All right, worried me a little bit there for a second. Forgot to put the mask on. Yeah, that lady that did that, it's all supposed to be a Christian and stuff like that. They were all having a religious conversation the morning before all this happened. after everybody figured out she was the one that had said all that, I'd had a conversation with one of the people that was originally talking with us. And he commented about what a Christian thing to do it was to lie about somebody and get them kicked out of the place. Probably just because she didn't like my views on religion. Whereas I'm not the Christian, but I wouldn't do that to somebody. This mask is just a little bit, it's either the nose, there's something wrong with the bridge of the nose in it, or it's just a hair too big. So getting it to sit around the bridge of the nose takes just a little bit of padding. Yeah, it really messes my life up. I had only planned on staying at that store for a few months. I figured it was going to take like 4, maybe 5 months for me to get enough profit off of it to be able to start having pallets and truckloads shipped to a small space of my own. And instead, this has happened at a point in time when I had a really bad 3 weeks, like a really bad 3 weeks. I had not made the money, and I started to realize that that company was cherry picking a lot of the products. They were cherry picking a lot of the good products. So now that this has happened, I've been very scared, and I haven't been known what to do, and I've been super emotional. And it was everything I could do to pull myself together enough to do this live stream. I'm not even messing with you. I'm panicking right now, folks. Not sure what's going to happen, how I'm going to figure it out. And I'm thinking, though, the only positive thing I have right now is making videos in some way. It's the only guarantee I have is selling some stuff that I have and trying to make some videos. Like, Yeah, I'm not sure about it. All things happen for a reason. I'm worried about not being able to keep my cats. I love my cats so much, man. Especially like feeling. Honestly, I love both of them just for different reasons. But the whole situation has me really emotionally messed up, man. I don't. There's no other. I don't. I can't see any other way to make the type of money I was without access to a wholesaler, like off of that stuff. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm not thinking this thing's gonna be too promising now. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be in color with it in this one. Not the way it's spread out, and no real bubbles inside of there. Yeah, I'm over this one. Not liking that one. Going to the trash pile. Oh man, it's all broken everywhere. That's not going to be any good pieces at all. Trash pile. That could have a good stone in it. Some banding right there. This is low-grade fire agate rough. Just trying to prove a stone. Trying to get each stone to tell me whether it actually has color in it or not. Nope. Right on my thumbnail there. You can definitely see the chunk I just took out of my thumbnail. That's not what I thought. This one's looking like no glory too. This one's definitely looking like no glory too. We'll give it another ½ inch. Oh, there we go. That looks like we got some. Yep. We got fire agate. You guys see that? That's where we stop. Don't want to carve anymore. Definitely see some green and orange and yellow in there. You guys can see that, right? We're happy to do rocks, gold. We're happy to go where you guys want us to. This definitely has good fire in it. I'm definitely putting this in the good bucket for the homies. Yay, we got some color on that window. Donald Watts said no. Could you not see the color there, Donald Watts? Is that what no meant? No, but I'll take your word for it. You guys couldn't see it? That sucks. We change the light maybe. Well, you know what? I got an idea then. Oh yeah, I'm definitely seeing color. Oh, that hurt. Close enough to flat. I need to get a bucket of water real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I got a little bucket of water right here. Rinse my stone up. Turn the water off on that hard wheel. Turn it on this other hard wheel. Well, let's not take my word for it. Let's window is stone enough to actually see some stuff coming out of it. So I can see color on the edge right there that's dipped down a little bit, and there's not much of a bar because it's not very dark. But the depth goes deeper over here, and I can see it starting to poke through there and right there with a big clear window. So I'm going to stop using the 80. I'm going to go to a 320 and try and get some of these scratches out of it, which most of you watching this know better than I do about getting the scratches out. Yeah, now it looks like this color travels around it like that. Like maybe rounding this edge will really bring that color out, and maybe I cut the flat off right there. Same thing with this one possibly. Oh, whoops, I should be dipping it in. Oh, yeah, I should be dipping it in there. Gotta remember to use the other bucket.
I don't know if I want to go anymore. I just want to stop. Because the contours of this definitely go down. And then this one definitely goes around like that. But they might meet with this right here. So it might concave down and be a nice size stone. But if I keep digging into it with these other wheels, I might end up ruining the possibility of that stone, like this area. Like I went through the color right there. You have to be able to see the fire in this thing now, though, right, guys? Yeah, you can see some. Yeah, these wheels on this unit really do need to be dressed. I haven't carved an agate across this whole piece yet. Might as well do that today. I'm glad you can see some of the rainbow. Oh, yeah, I see that now, Anita. When I hold it like that, you can totally see the green popping up. Oh. So this is sort of working as a dual purpose. We're cutting something with a little bit of color, and we're rubbing these wheels down so they can get a little bit of a dressing. Because I'd like to cut some other stuff on here besides ugly fire agate. And I have some pretty stones I can cut. And the reality is I need to bring some money in now. And in order to make this thing a reality, if I end up needing to go and dig, or if we end up going on the road, I can't carry all this rock with me, so I might as well sell some to you guys. D, how you doing, D? I'm going to be mining some virgin ground for gold this spring, and summer calico. The only problem is it's a paleoplacer with no water close. I plan to haul in some kiddie pools and a bucket of water. That's funny. Modern prospector, I have dog pools that fold up and have hard sides on them so that they don't break as easy. They're way better than the kiddie pools, and they're way more portable, and they can handle rocks being put in them much better. I have 3 of them. They're like, yeah. Yeah, you should contact me, man. Hit me up. and I would totally be down with that. My partner might also be down with that. The guy I plan on mainly traveling with. And D, yeah, hit contact me. Honestly, I really want to talk to D and Margaret. I should talk to both you guys. You guys have been two of my biggest supporters, and with all this stuff going on, I could probably use your guys' advice. Yeah, the best thing you can use is little rubber finger holders. Gloves help. You know, gloves can help keep it wearing rubber gloves, but when you're cutting with the Dremel and you use those gloves, it's not good. It's totally bad. You can wrap them up and wrap them around your finger real bad. I can feel this Nova wheel getting softer now. It's getting some use on it. When I first put this piece of agate on it, it was bouncing off of it basically. Although I totally forgot to do the back, didn't I? And I can see some color in the back too, and I did totally forget to do the back with the other grit. What do you guys think? You want to buy some fire ant over the next couple of weeks? I can window it just to get a little color peeking out. Get some color on the edge, because I mean, in reality, you don't want the color to be exposed in the center and it be cut through. Like you can see how it's sort of cut through on that edge right there. But then that edge doesn't tell you the whole deal about the color in it too. Definitely gets green and darker right about there. Oh, I see blue over here. Yeah, no, that'd be cool if we went out there with you, Modern Prospector. We wouldn't tell anybody anything about it. You know, we can totally dig and record and not tell people or show people where the area is. That's not too much of a problem. It's flat enough. It's got some color poking out on the backside too. I'll lose this edge I got right here though. Cutting a weird, just little off angle, not a cab, but a window. Yeah, you don't need to say anything more, Modern Prospector. Depending how everything goes, if we get out there digging, we'd be happy to join you and not expose any of your secrets. All right, I think that's good enough to go and take to the next stage. Well, it turned into me just windowing, trying to find some color. And now what I'm doing is I'm just go ahead and polishing up this stone and dressing out these wheels so that they're ready to cut on something softer. Shit. Trying to break this damn lamp. I really need to fix this thing. Oh, I just realized though, I don't have the drain set up on this other one. Give me a second. I got to set up the drain real quick. All right, I'm back. We're definitely down to go and check out some gold, Modern Prospector, that's for sure. Hey, isn't it a lot nicer watching once I get past that 80 grit and 320 grit? We get over here to these softer, finer grits, and the picture looks great. Like it's not getting ruined constantly. Got a definite point right there. I do not want to touch my wheels with. Oh, I can even see scratches in it. That's fine. That point has to be taken down by somebody else. I must have missed that while doing everything else. I can't believe I left that point on there. That point goes across the soft wheels, man. It's gonna mess them up. "15 people in the room and 15 thumbs up. Thank you, 15 people. Appreciate the thumbs up." Yeah, don't do that. You didn't even have to give out your email address, and I can delete it if you want. I can delete that comment.
Me too, Margaret. I hope she does get better. All right, the final wheel. Clean this rock off one last time. And then get to the final wheel. So I am going to I'm going to do a sale soon. I think it's going to be 20 windows at $20 a piece. That's what I'm thinking. 20 at $20 a piece. Maybe 10 at 25. Like this quality or better. Meaning size and coloration. Expected to be nice size stones after carbs. What do you guys think about that? Is that Thank you very much, Jason. Jason says, I have great respect for you. Your videos about the different sapphire mines were really helpful. I'm glad you found them helpful. I had a guy on YouTube, Florida Dad. Now there's multiple Florida Dads, so don't go and say anything to this guy. Come on there and start tearing me apart about how my video was fraudulent, and they put up a video explaining why they were using the bulldozer 3 years before my video went up, and this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's telling me what a horrible person I am and how I hurt those people's business, and I might have hurt those people's business a little bit. But from what I've seen out in that area of all the times I've been there,
I believe they're the shadiest place of all the places out there. I really do, and it's just because of that top mine area. That top mine area is really, really shady. Like, it's really shady. But I plan on going out there again. If my friend will have me, I'm not sure if he's, mad at me or not, because we have very different political views. I believe the right and the left are corrupt shithole fucking institutions. So there you go, righties and lefties. All this crap started going down, and I was just wishing I could go back to my great aunt's house and start a nonprofit feeding homeless people. Like, that was one of the things that when I was super upset yesterday, I was thinking about. But man, I was thinking about a lot of stuff, a lot of bad stuff. This hit me really hard, and then I had a big blowout with the family too, because the ex-wife tried to help me, and in trying to help me, I made things worse for myself, and everything just got worse because of my emotional standpoint. Too emotionally distraught, man. I want to write the CEO of the company and show all of my receipts showing the amount of money I've spent there and how this treatment's a little bit crazy. At the same time, I don't know if I want to fucking have anything to do with the place now too. I feel betrayed and scared. Definitely scared. Woohoo! I mean, these wheels are not super smooth. Yeah, Jason, I really do need to distance myself because, man, between the kids and the way I felt about her for all of these years, I just always want to convince myself of things that aren't true and making things better. And I can only be pushed so far with her before I just lose my shit and I'm like, get out. And she can't ever leave me alone when I ask to be left alone. If I'm like, hey man, I need some time, give me 30 minutes alone, like just leave me alone, it doesn't happen. It does not happen. If I'm distraught and begging for time, she seems like that's a really good time to push me farther. My relationship with her has poisoned every other relationship in my life. I do not have the relationship with my children I would like to have because of the relationship I have with her. That is for sure. And like I said, the relationship I have. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming this shit on anybody else. Don't want anybody to think I am. So this is the polish I have on it right now. I can see some scratches through it. Definitely see 2 scratches right through the main face right there, but it really doesn't matter. I wasn't really trying to polish this for perfection. I was just trying to dress my wheels a little bit. Dress the wheels. I should probably let that spin just to dry the wheels out, actually. I was dressing the wheels so I can cut some opals and stuff on them. And then also, you know, windowing this stone a little bit better so you guys can actually see some color. So like you can see the little bit of bronze and red right there. And then green and orange and yellow over here. There's a little hint of blue right there. Little hint. But this is definitely going to cut a stone. It's definitely going to cut a gemstone. Where's my bucket thing? Oh, it's on the ground. So I learned a lesson. Having glasses taught me something
that I didn't know before. And one of the things having glasses taught me that I didn't know before is that if you're going to clean the lens of anything, do it while it's wet. Because if you go and clean it with dry dust on it, the dust will be harder than the lens to get scratches much more. Didn't know that. Definitely ruined other things like this GoPro by, I want to get down like this so you guys aren't like looking at my nose. Anyways, the lenses. So yeah, I think I can turn this off now. So there's one windowed piece, and I'm gonna come back and window one more time. It's probably gonna be tomorrow. I'm probably gonna live stream again tomorrow. I can't get myself to edit any video. I'm too emotionally distraught. This is the most put together I've been for the last couple of days, and it's literally because I'm online. Between the argument with the family or the wife and the crap that happened to me at that store, I've been a ball of tears and distraughtness and fear. And the one thing that kept coming through in my mind is I need to cut this fire agate, because if I window all this fire agate into being stones that look the way I did just right there, then they're much more sellable and people want to spend money on them, and that can really help me move things along and get on the road and get something started. And if I'm out doing digging videos, I'm doing something I love. And if I have at least one person there that's helping me out, then the videos are going to be better. And right now I have 2 4K cameras, and I have a 1080p camera, and I have the ability to get video of the moments while I'm digging up close. And I understand now how to save sections and get rid of superfluous areas before I get to editing. So if I could get back in the dirt and I could have the ability to record and edit and not worry about if I can make the videos and make it from one place to another, this will be successful. The channel will be successful. I'll make all kinds of content you guys will appreciate. And at the moment where I don't have to worry about finances, that's the moment where the content is going to explode. That's the moment where I'm going to make much more better stuff. because the reality is it's the rat race and it's the financial issues that hold me back from being able to do tons of stuff I would like to do. I have ideas all the time. I am an idea guy. I always have ideas. The problem is I cannot execute those ideas because I usually cannot afford the team it would take to make them a reality. And that's really what it's about. It's really about being able to have the team. And if you don't have the team that's willing to do it for free and grind it out with you until you make it, then you got to be able to buy the people. And I can't do that yet. So on that one, the messages must be coming in late for me or something because it just scrolled up. Yeah, I see it. And Donald Watts like, I see the color now. Like that's awesome. Yeah, the color's definitely going to be there. I am going to be doing some more sales here really soon over this next week or two. If me and my buddy who are talking decide to run to Tucson, it's going to be in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, this shit has to happen so fast. So on that note, I'm gonna put videos up when I can. I'm gonna do more grinding live. So expect to be around sometime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. my time. So sometime between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. on the East Coast, and sometime between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. on the West Coast. All this week, maybe all next week. If I can get myself to not be so emotionally destroyed and I can actually look at video and write and maybe contact Crazy Kaz boys and get. I can't stand the fact that my fucking face is up like I stole something from on their wall. This is so disrespectful. I feel like even to somebody like me who has a record. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars there. There's no reason I should be getting treated like this. Unless I did steal something, unless I actually did do something to somebody. But a false accusation of smoking pot in front of the store while the store is closed, this shit's insane. Anyways. Mark Rich, Modern Prospector, Need a Digger, have Dredges 3 and 5, love crystal digging and screening. Mark Rich is trying to be in there. Hey, thanks, Donald Watts. Humboldt County, go Humboldt. Yeah. This is my advice, which Modern Prospector already knows this piece of advice. You don't show nobody where your claim is unless you trust them with your life. And this is not because I've had my claims jumped by people I've shown them, but friends of mine who are prospectors who got into this from watching my videos, who I'm really close with, have had and talked to people, and they have shown people their claims and then come back to them, and those people showed people, and those people showed people, and those people showed people. And that shit does happen, and it happens way more than you would think. And this thing's not draining. It happens way more than you would actually think, believe it or not. So on that note, only show the people that you really trust with your life where your claims are, because man, I tell you what, that word spreads fast. The people you don't want to be there, they get there. I gotta shut off my pump. All right, I'm back. You should be able to hear me and see me again. I only put these pants on to grind with because usually it splatters stuff all over my legs, so I'm not sagging or anything. It's not my thing. My foot floor is all wet right here again. Gonna have to put the fan down so that it dries it all up. So let me see what the comments were right while all that happened. Mark Rich, rough windows, fire agate sells, just get colors and sell. Yeah, Mark, that is pretty true. As long as you can see some color, it sells. People always want to lowball it, though. It doesn't matter what it is. Fire agate is in the same realm as that of, people want to get it super cheap. You see the amount of work it can take to polish something and just get an okay window on it, especially polish it and get a window on it that actually has some sort of glow to it at all. Now, when people use tumblers, when they just grind it to where they get a little bit of color and then they go ahead and throw it in a tumbler, you do get more color exposed. Yet at the same time, you end up losing the potential for a lot of the stone, because a lot of times when the tumbler goes off and knocks off some of the edges the way a tumbler will, it will end up making it to where the stone loses like the main bubble part, the main color bubble and stuff like that. That's pointing the wrong way. I'm realizing, to where you guys aren't seeing the color reflecting properly. The one I just worked on. It works a lot better when it's facing the same way I can see it. Let's see what was going on. Sells, spreads like wire. Yeah, it spreads like wildfire. Exactly. That I was talking about when you tell people about your claim. Donald Watts, I could tell you some stories. I'll bet you could, Donald. The only problem is typing takes so long, doesn't it, man? That's one of the things I hate about typing and writing, is that it takes so long. I love speaking it coming off of my head. Yep, that's what I love. So yeah, I'm gonna put this up in my eBay store soon. 20 of these windows, $20 a window. And then I'm going to raise the price a little bit on some, like 10, maybe 25 a piece or something. Singles for 30 maybe. But they're going to be windowed like that, to where you're going to see a little bit of color on the edge. It's not going to be to bring out all of the color. It's not going to expose the whole stone. It's just to prove the stone. That's it. Just prove the stone. I'm not even sure if I should grind them all to where they even have a polish or not. What do you guys think? Should I grind them just to where they show color in like a jar of water? Because I can put more in like some jars like this. Or should I grind them to where they have a bit of a polish on them and you can see it, at all times? Definitely takes a lot longer to put a polish on it. I mean, just to get a little bit of color doesn't take near as long. Putting a polish on it, that takes some time. You got to go through all the wheels. Dude, what do you mean Bet Kaliko is curing right now? Cursing, I mean. Oh yeah, see, I'm lagging behind because I just saw that post up. Cursing, I mean. I'll bet he's cursing right now. I was cursing. You're right. I was unplugging the fountain, the pump for the Cab King, and when I unplugged the pump for the Cab King, I turned off the power for the mic and the camera. So I was definitely cursing for sure. Uh, Sean Striley, what's the best way to get in contact with you? How do you mean, Sean? Facebook is a very easy way to get in contact with me. You can contact me through YouTube. You can contact me through Etsy. Etsy works. You can contact me through. I guess eBay doesn't want to let you contact somebody unless you're buying something from their store. So I mean, that's way. But yeah, get in touch with me. Let me know what you're looking for. I assume that's why you want to get in touch at least. Mark Rich, Kaliko, I'm 2 miles from Richardson's Ranch, but came in behind you at Sunstone Grounds. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to do some more Sunstones. I'm never going back to Richardson's Rock Ranch, which is sad. Just the negative stuff I've had come from doing that video is just ridiculous. Really is, especially for what a poor video it is. It's so much wind issue in that video. Mark Rich must leave buffer stone when tumbling. Yeah, but it's still because of the way that tumblers work on knocking down all the edges. You can lose major amounts of color, great color when you use a tumbler. There's just no eye there, you know. I mean, with an eye, if you start getting into too good a color, you can just stop and not touch it, and then send it to the hand tools, and then get, you know, some good stuff out of it. Then, but uh, if you're have it in a tumbler and it starts exposing good color, you're still tumbling it until it's done because it's with, you know, 200 other stones. Margaret Soya says, just show color. I think that's probably the best way to go to, Margaret. Modern Prosper said, I polish a face if it was me. No polish and water. Donald Watts, more work, more money. Don't need to see the color. It's already got some shine to it. Yes and no. Mark Rich, he's an a-hole and down with campers. I don't know what you mean, Mark, or who you talking about. Let's see what you're talking about. Oh, you talking about the dude from Richards's Rock Ranch? Yeah, honestly, both the old dude and the old lady are a-holes. I mean, they've both been really rude to me. When I was first out there. The first time I was out there, I didn't even like show them I was recording anything while I was out there, and they were really rude to me. When I was asking him questions, trying to learn stuff, he was really rude, and he hates people that are looking for opal. Doesn't want you to talk about opal out there. Now I understand why. After finding the opal out there, he doesn't like it because all crazes and it's all fragile, and you know it's not stable at all, and so that's why he hates it, because there's treasure hunters digging for opal and they might find opal, but it's not going to be any good once you let it sit for a while. So that's why he's like that. But you know, I tend to agree with that statement though, because they both treated me pretty bad when I was out there, and that was before I'd even made the video. They didn't even know who I was or anything. And then when I met the guy after that, he wasn't a total dick, but he was definitely abrasive. And then later, the only reason I think that is because I've heard what they've told people about me, and they've told people lies about me. And this is something I don't understand, is like, if the truth is bad enough, why do you have to lie about people? You know what I mean? Like, especially on paper, I don't look like a good person on paper. You know, only people that know me would think I'm a good person. If you see my rap sheet, if you see where I come from, I don't look like a good person at all. Um, I mean, hell, once my life is totally weighed, who knows if I'm a good person or not, to tell you the truth, because, gosh, the problem is the amount of people I have to base my life off. Most of them are super scumbags, and I'm better than them. But you know, everything's a spectrum. You know, you have like the amount of evil that's in a person like Mother Teresa or Gandhi, which, you know, they're humans, they're not good people. Both of them have said like racist shit. Both of them have said, both Mother Teresa and Gandhi have said racist shit before, and they're supposed to be like two of the best humans that have ever been. Yet it's a spectrum. So you got like the amount of evil in those kind of people, and then you got like Hitler. You know, Hitler's like the fucking top. Stalin, like these assholes that run militias in it's not Nicaragua, it's places in Africa. I can't remember the places in Africa where, you know, oh geez, where they do all kinds of horrible stuff through militias to families and children and stuff like that. Oh man, look at this dust. That's why you need to clean your area up properly. What I'm noticing is I didn't wipe underneath my Cab King good enough. I'm gonna wipe all this stuff up as soon as I'm done. Yeah, Jason, especially if you're gonna do it with fire agate. Apple green opal, nice. Yeah, Robert, I use a vibratory tumbler just to clean some matrix off of my stones. I'll let a vibratory tumbler run with just some agate in it, and let the agate rub up against each other, just enough to clean a lot of the matrix and the softer rock off of it and stuff like that. But what I've found out is that unless it's a tumbler that has like the rubber shell on the inside and a metal tumbler bowl, it just doesn't work for me because if I'm going to do fire agate, I burn through a Harbor Freight tumbler in about a week or two of constant tumbling, and that's just during the day while I'm up, not leaving it running at night or anything. But yeah, it burns through the plastic tumbler bowl. The fire agate eats up the tumbler bowl bad. Thanks, Scott. That's what I need to do is I need to hang in there. I need to figure something out. I need to cut some more windows and sell them to you guys. So tomorrow I'm going to finish out this container, and this is going to be B container going to my people that spent $1,000 and another person that spent $2,000 while I was out at the fire agate mine. And I'm going to get that done tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to keep carving. So I'm going to keep windowing some rough fire agate on these wheels. And I'm going to start selling some of that stuff to you guys. And I'm going to start making some videos of messing with the bus. And I'm going to pump some sort of video out every day if I can at all, since I don't have things trying to make me be other places. That has to be the number one thing, getting the YouTube channel back and going again, because it's the only guarantee I have right now of some sort of future. That and MedMen stock. I need to get more money to get in MedMen. Yeah, buy into MedMen, guys. Buy MedMen for your grandkids or something. Just buy some of this pot stock, because 15 years from now, it's going to be worth a lot of money. Unless these people are total idiots, it's going to be worth a lot of money. But I am about to pee my pants, and we got 18 people in the room. You know, I'm sitting here talking for the last 30 minutes, and now we're almost back up to our peak average while I was grinding. I got to do something about the drain, though. Look at this. Tip down. It's not draining properly. It's probably because I don't have it going through its hole in the table right behind it to where it goes straight down. So, you know what? Since I'm gonna call my buddy real quick. Where's my phone at? Oh, no wonder the ground's all wet. I'm an idiot. I spilled that fucking bowl of water everywhere. Oh God, what a dumbass. Well, that rips it. I am definitely going to the laundromat tomorrow. I can't believe I dumped that whole bowl out. What is stupid. Now I'm putting all my dirty clothes on top of it to try and soak it up. That was so dumb. And I can't find my phone. There it is. Clean up all this dust in here. Not sure if you can even. All right, I'm going to call my buddy and see if he has any answer for me on if he thinks he's going to be able to go with me and be the driver of the bus. The driver of the bus RV. That's why I got to pee. I don't have any gold modern prospector to sell pay dirt bags. Yeah, now grinding sapphires and rubies, now that'll wear your wheels fast. I mean, this agate is hard, but sapphires and rubies, that's really hard. Thank you for the comment on the setup. I'm not sure which setup you're talking about. If you're talking about the grinding setup, yeah, the Cab King. I do like the Cab King. I wish these wheels were spaced out a little bit more. I don't like that they're not spaced out more, but I really do like the Cab King. Hey, bro. So, what'd you hear? What'd they tell you? All right. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I don't know. I would probably just check online because everything's like online now. Like for me to do anything in my town with the city, I have to make an appointment online. Except for except to pay court costs. That's the only thing you don't have to make an appointment for. But to get into City Hall and all that stuff, you have to have an appointment now. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Being in New Mexico, I have no idea. But I mean, that's where your ID's out of, right? Do you have your birth certificate? Good, because the two things you have to have is your birth certificate, your social security card, or you're not going to get it no matter what. So. Yeah. All right. Well, I just wanted to check that real quick, and give me a call tomorrow when you know something, because everything, all my decisions are like basing off of the possibility of whether you can go or not. So. Here, you do it. I was wondering whether I should put you on speaker or not.
Oh, nice.
Lapidary Dave says hi, everybody. He's going to be the guest, hopefully.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on speaker, but I'm not sure how good the mic picks it up.
That's okay. Just let him know I said hi soon enough to me.
Lapidary Dev says hi, everybody. So yeah, that's cool, man. I wasn't even sure if you even knew I was live.
I just got done saying a bunch of stuff for somebody. I'm filthy. I need to go wash up.
Yeah, no, I understand, bro. The dust and the muck and the stuff flying everywhere when you're on that 80 grit wheel, it's definitely extremely messy. What machine are you working on? I love this Cab King. Like.
Oh, for real. Cab Kings are great. I mostly use an Easy Cab because the Cab King's plastic water valve, if you move the tray and your wheel touches that valve, you're going to grind the valve and seal it and keeping water from getting in there, like, so easily.
Really?
And so, like, like maybe I don't have it set up right, and like, but I used to work for Cab King. I used to do like customer service for them on the phone when I first started helping them out. And I used to go to Kent's Tools and set up their machines for them.
Yeah.
So like I know them like the back of my hand, but maybe mine was weird. I don't know, but I was like, literally, if the wheel touches the plastic valve, it kind of like stops it and seals it, pressing a little pin and pops the hole. And then like if I'm cutting something dirty or if I like get any kind of muck in my water, you shouldn't recycle water on a Cab King. Like through the pump.
No, yeah, definitely not. No, yeah, you need to have 2 buckets. If you're running buckets like I do, you need 2 buckets.
So I always do that, but if I get any kind of sludge or if I get lazy and I want to clean my hands, I dip my hands in the clean water. A piece of sludge gets enough to take everything apart, and I literally use my mouth to blow the lines out.
Oh goodness.
So I started using the Easy Cab because it's a lot more simple. It's almost like a ghettoer machine. Like you just use a bucket and you put a hose above where the water goes, and it's not the best watering system. It's not half as good as Cab King, but it's easier and I can use dirty water if I don't want to get up. I'm lazy, dude.
I'm lazy, dude.
I'm so lazy. I used to work like 8-12 hours a day. Now I'm lucky to do like 45 minutes.
That's only because you don't have to worry about starving to death tomorrow.
We do, yeah.
Life or death stress makes a motherfucker not lazy.
Definitely. I think I could go for some of that, honestly. I could. It might be good for me.
Oh, well, dude, if we get out into the deserts and shit like that and we're digging for gems and minerals, just the gold fever is going to get you so bad you're going to end up not being lazy. Like, it's just impossible. It's impossible to like know you're on the color and go to sleep and not dream about getting stones. Like, fucking, I did that the whole time I was out in that desert. I knew I was on the color and I knew I was going to have to bust my ass to get down to it because I made so much tailings on top of it. And every morning I'd get up with the crack acid dawn with the sun coming up, hike up that fucking hill 2 miles from my car was parked, and then shovel out that hole for an hour and a half before I could even dig anything. And I did that until my hands didn't work, man. That gold fever gets you, bro. And it's just, you're not hungry, you're not sleepy, you just want to get more.
Oh, dude, yeah. I can only imagine. It's like printing money.
Yes and no. It's definitely not like printing money, but it feels like you're finding treasure, and that's the important part. That when you're on the good stuff, it feels like you're finding treasure. Because I mean, the reality is that for every piece I thought was a good one, probably 4 of them were trash. That's what I found out since I left the mine. Like, but if you don't have that optimism when you're out there, then that sort of intensive labor in hard situations it would just be hell. If you weren't thinking about how great it's going to be when you turn it in, then it'd just be garbage. It wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, brother. Sorry about that. I'm hitting a little bit of a breakup. I just missed the last thing you said.
I pretty much just ended saying that if it wasn't for all that optimism that the stuff you're pulling out is all going to be amazing, then the work would just be hell and it wouldn't be worth it. You just have to have that optimism that all these pieces are going to be bangers, like.
But thanks for calling, brother, and I'll let you know tomorrow after I call the. I don't know what it's called. Like, I think it's called like.
Usually it's motor vehicles something. So most places it's DMV, but in Florida it's not. It's just it's the DLMV division of, or it's the division of driver's licenses in Florida. It's not even like the division of motor vehicles. It's division of driver's licenses is what they call it.
Yeah,
so
they should just call it DMV everywhere.
They should just, that's right. That's what they should do. They should call it the DMV everywhere. Well, I appreciate you, bro. This will work for ending up the stream. I'm going to get off the phone with you, and then I'm going to say goodbye to my people, and I'm going to wrap it up.
All right, brother. Talk to you.
All right. Talk to you soon, my man. Bye. So now I'll give you guys a little bit of context, because if anybody made it this deep into the stream, they deserve to know what's going on after that phone call. So with all this shit falling apart, me trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do, I think to myself, how can I get the bus on the road? I don't own the bus. My wife owns the bus. She'd probably be fine with it as long as not bringing any money out of her pocket. Because usually on these trips, that's how they've survived, is off of her. She's usually the one that's made sure they survive. And so I contacted Dave, and Dave's like, "Oh, I'd love to." When I pitched him the idea, he's like, "This is great. I would love to do this. But the problem is I don't have a driver's license." And I'm like, "Well, that's why I'm calling you, because I don't have a driver's license." And he's like, "Well, hold on. I don't have a driver's license, but I've never had it taken from me." And I'm like, "Oh, well, you just have to go and get one." He's like, "Yeah, I just have to go and get a driver's license." So that's what he's working on. He's working on going and getting a driver's license, because my driver's license is suspended, because I took a deal that I shouldn't have taken, but if I wouldn't have taken, I might have gotten more time. But I didn't realize at the time when I took the deal that I was pleading guilty to something I wasn't guilty of, which was DUI. I was not guilty of DUI. So not guilty of DUI. I blew under the legal limit, so not guilty of DUI. But anyways, so that's where I am now. I'm dealing with that. So might be picking him up as a driver. My buddy Nancy too. She was a thought in my head. She has an RV, but she has her cats and she has her RV, and I'd be totally cool with like her palling around with us. But I'm not sure if her RV could make it places my bus can, because school buses, they got them big old tires on them and they're welded steel, and man, they can just eat that road up, that hard graded road. Like school bus can just eat up like it ain't nothing. RVs will feel like they're shaking apart. Really will feel like it's shaking apart. Anyways, guys, I'm ready to wrap it up. I am about to start swimming in my own urine. I have got to pee so bad. The North is the shit, he says. Val-d'Or, Quebec. That must be French or something. Modern Prospector said, if you have a reliable buyer, it's kind of like printing money. It's most definitely wealth creation. I agree, sir. I'm not sure if I have a reliable buyer. We'll find that out. If we get on the road, we're definitely going to be doing grub stakes. We're definitely going to be selling, portions of what we dig. We've already talked about it together, and we only plan on keeping a couple of stones for ourselves from each dig, and we plan on selling everything we acquire to keep digging and to keep making videos. So that's the plan. If we can grub stake each dig out before we get there, that's what we do. And if that means sharing the majority of the wealth or all of the wealth, but a couple of nice pieces for each of us with the people that are funding it, then I'm fine with that. And I'm sure Dave is fine with that too. Our main thing is to keep going, keep making videos, keep the adventure going, be able to make some money off of YouTube or other content creation so that we can do the dream, make our dreams a reality. Those dreams would be owning mines, owning places for you guys to dig, being able to create what I want and not have to worry about simple financial situations. My life is a simple financial situation for most people, and it's so funny. I've talked to people like, I've never had a problem getting money, and they'll tell me stories about how they went from one job to another and how they fell into business deals. And I think I'm unlucky, and I think I got dealt a bad hand, and I think I've made a lot of stupid decisions. And I think if you mix those three things together, God, it can be horrible. I have a fresh motor going to up my 4-wheel up, and let's hook up a team of deplorables. Oh God. See, Mark, until you had to say that shit right there, until you had to use a Trump line, buddy, you got to keep the right and the left out of it. That's for sure. Yeah, you can get in, man. You just got to keep the Trump shit out of there. You got to keep the Biden shit out of there. I'm not a fanboy of the right or left. I think they're both. Once we get to the actual politicians, they're fucking scumbags that lie to us. That's what I think. So, thank you, Jason. Appreciate that for Canada. I love you all. I thank you guys. I really thank you guys for keeping as many people in the room as you did. We consistently pretty much had 20 the whole time, whether I was just talking or whether I was grinding stones. And I really appreciate you guys for that. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll live stream some more tomorrow. I'm not going to edit any video tomorrow. We will live stream tomorrow. Sometime, like I said, between 6 p.m., between 7 p.m. my time and 9 p.m. my time, and that will be between 5 p.m. on the West Coast and 8 p.m. on the West Coast, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, and between 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. on the East Coast and 10 p.m. on the East Coast, I think. Yeah. Sometime between 7 and 9 my time. We'll be back. Grind more stones. We'll window a few. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye. Yeah, Margaret, I'll probably be calling you and D tomorrow, girl. Honestly, I'll probably be talking to both you guys tomorrow. I almost messaged you guys together, and I would have yesterday, but I couldn't stop crying. I love you guys.